Today on Forbes, Singapore billionaire on hot streak from selling premium coffee, tea. Bacha coffee at Singapore's iconic Marina Bay Sands is wedged between Armani and Zara stores. Square tins of coffee beans adorn the cafe's walls from floor to ceiling in eye-popping shades of saffron, the most expensive of which is Paraíso Gold from Brazil that retails at Bacha for 1,100 Singapore dollars, about 840 USD, per 100 grams. As customers sip their 100% Arabica coffee, of which there are over 200 varieties, and nibble on Comté cheese croissants, they can ponder digging a little deeper into their pockets for, say, a gold-plated metal and glass Sultan coffee pot selling for 3,899 Singapore dollars. Getting a table at Bacha usually involves waiting in line, and those impatient for their caffeine fix can try their luck just around the corner at the TWG tea store, styled as an English tea room and with wall-to-wall displays of yellow tea tins. Here, TWG sells Imperial Gyokuro green tea from Japan, when in stock, for 1,271 Singapore dollars per 50 grams. Ron Sim, whose privately held V3 Group owns and operates both chains, says, quote, "We are not just any coffee or tea shop. We're building premium brands." Sim is no stranger to creating much sought-after high-end products. Bacha is a more recent addition to his brand portfolio, best known for its plush and pricey OSIM massage chairs, whose stores once populated malls across the region and earned him his billionaire status a decade ago. While that legacy business has flagged since those heydays, the addition of caffeine to his portfolio has perked things up. Today, Sim derives his estimated fortune of $1.6 billion from diverse business interests, including health supplements, store fixtures, and real estate. He oversees this portfolio from V3 Group's headquarters in an industrial suburb of Singapore, far removed from the city-state's dazzling storefronts. These days, V3's chairman is obsessed with creating brands with universal appeal, especially among the young and affluent, that can be scaled up and expanded into other countries. 2 years ago, Sim earmarked $100 million to bankroll a global push. Most of that has already been spent on rolling out Bacha stores across Asia, Africa, the Middle East, and Europe, bringing the total to 24 in nearly a dozen countries. Sim says, quote, "Bacha is a big success. We're going to grow it a lot faster." Sim plans to have more than 100 stores by 2030 and is confident that the chain will generate enough cash flow to fund the expansion. A more than century-old brand of Moroccan origin, Bacha coffee was inspired by the Dar el Bacha Palace in Marrakech, built in 1910 as the residence of the erstwhile governor. Closed after World War II, the palace was reopened in 2017 as a museum, and Morocco's King Mohammed VI invited Sim's French-Moroccan business partner, Taha Boukdib, co-founder of TWGT, to open a cafe inside the museum. While recreating the Bacha coffee room and boutique in its original location in Marrakech, Boukdib was convinced of its broader appeal. He says, quote, "When I first saw the palace in Morocco, I thought, how can I take the palace to the world? That's what we bring to every store. We create the palace experience." The original Marrakech cafe had hosted notable figures from Franklin D. Roosevelt and Winston Churchill to Charlie Chaplin. Today, it continues to draw celebrities such as American basketball legend Michael Jordan, who visited the Marrakech store last year. The Bacha franchise is now majority owned by Sim, who acquired it for an undisclosed sum and housed it within V3 Gourmet. Boukdib, who has a minority stake, runs it as president and CEO, a part of group unit V3 Brands. Sim hit the sweet spot with Bacha, agrees Singapore-based Nirgunan Turichelvam, head of consumer and internet research at Alethea Capital. He says, quote, "They've got the taste and packaging right, and they've got the old world opulence vibe that resonates well with consumers. People are willing to pay a premium for that." For full coverage, check out Jonathan Burgos' piece on Forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.